first night of competition at the 60th Annual Merrie Monarch Festival, and tonight a Miss Aloha Hula will be crowned. We're joined now live in Hilo by Dylan and Cheta. Dylan, before we talk about Miss Aloha Hula, you were there for the Ho'ike performances last night. Tell us all about it.
Yes, Ashley, last night was absolutely breathtaking. It moved me to tears. The big theme last night was legacy. Of course, we honored the late Kumuhula uncle Johnny Lamho. And when I say legacy, I mean legacy. They brought back dancers from even before his halau was called Halau Oko'o Kanilehua. Back when it was the Johnny Lam Hula Studio, they had dancers there who they said danced for him from the very beginning, but never had the chance to perform with him on the Merrie Monarch stage. And so that was their first time being on stage. And just looking at them, of course, they're kupuna now. And so seeing them was just so, it warmed the heart and it brought people to tears. And of course, the excitement was just all filled throughout the entire stadium. The night started off with Halau o Ke Kuhi, the hometown halau that always kicks off Ho'ike every single year. Without them, it's not Merrie Monarch. And as soon as they took the stage, the crowd just roared into excitement and joy. And of course, it was a full stadium, sold out. In fact, at several points throughout the night, the MC had to say, hey guys, scooch in a little bit, make more room, because that line stretched all the way from the stadium down to the baseball field and back around. And so there were thousands of people last night. And I spoke with some of them, some girls from Maui, who, two of them, they've returning to Merrie Monarch, but one of them, it was their first time. And they had a great time. Here's what they said.
I don't think I have the words to describe how beautiful everything was. Yeah, I just, chicken skin and just, I just cried. Yeah.
And for you two, who you've been to Merrie Monarch before, how does this compare to years past? What are you guys' thoughts on it?
This, to me, was just to focus on Hawaiian hula. It was just so beautiful. I think one of my favorite parts was to see Uncle Kimo dance, and he still got the moves, and that was so awesome. And then, of course, the tribute, to Uncle Johnny, and to see his dancers, and they danced for him tonight. Just seeing everybody in their beautiful dresses and aloha shirts, and the leis, and the smiles, and the appreciation for the culture, what brings us together,
And also just being in the crowd with everybody and listening to their cheering on to everybody and how happy they are, and just being part of that was just amazing.
That's what Ho'ike night is all about, one big beautiful party, and just to start off the whole event.
Yeah, so once again, Ho'ike night was a big success, and we, of course, are looking forward to Miss Aloha Hula, which is tonight. And before that competition, I'm joined now